Good morning, I'm Jeanette Mitchell from Raploch Community Partnership. We are a community regeneration organisation based in Raploch, but we serve the wider priority areas in Stirlingshire. I'm going to talk to you today about Connecting Scotland and the difference it made to our communities last year and all the good work that was done by our digital champions too. So what do we need to do to keep people engaged and part of the digital space? I think as an organisation, what we want to do is maximise the next phase of Connecting Scotland. We need people to have access to devices. We need people to have access to MiFi, and the free Wi-Fi support is now up at 2 years, and that makes a huge difference to low-income households, and that's our main priority group. So we need to do that, but we also need to keep it fresh. We need to ensure there's a wide access of offering for people and the things that they're interested in doing. And to do that, we need to target it to the different groups. Our project works with transition groups. It works with people who are potentially moving into different areas and different phases of their life. And when your life circumstances change, that can be through unemployment, it can be through bereavement, unfortunately, as well, then your need to stay connected changes. And the hook for us is making services that people want to be involved in, and also helping them get to the stage where they're ready to give something back. And that's what we've seen very strongly in our digital champions, because they have got involved in voluntary training and voluntary digital service delivery because they know the difference that it's made to them, and that helps tremendously. The two main difficulties we had over the last year with people accessing digital was accessibility and affordability, and we would have to say that was underpinned by most people with a fear factor. Although we deliver a range of services, we do employability training, we do a lot of work around about active citizenship, social prescribing, tackling loneliness and isolation. We digital underpinned all that for us and has done for many years, but it really took on a new emphasis during COVID, particularly for shielders. So difficulties in convincing people to embrace digital was not only they didn't have devices at home, and Connecting Scotland helped us blitz that, absolutely blitz it. We done doorstep setups, we done walk and talk sessions where we were helping with induction into digital. But it was also an affordability thing. So a device is all well and good, but without the MiFi support that was provided by Connecting Scotland, a lot of our clients would not have been able to use that away from a free Wi-Fi area. So that made a huge difference to all our clients, because it was delivered in tandem with really chunky, good, accessible support. And we were able to do that because we continued with a hub and home blended model. And a lot of our early digital setup and support was delivered outside. It was delivered on doorsteps. It was we discovered wheelie bins were a great platform for iPad setups. So we took it out to people, and we were there for all the nervousness they may have had with early digital access and use. So how are our clients using their newly found digital skills and devices and MiFi to communicate and connect? The pandemic year has been a year like no other, and I'm sure most organisations would not want to go through that again. However, we have had such joyful moments. Digital training has always underpinned what we do, particularly with employability and training. And what we tried to do was make sure that people were ready to be where they wanted to be when the pandemic finished. So to do that, we focused on building the skills round about that. For many years, we have run a Getting Started with Computers programme, and it was always hub-based, and people come in over 4 weeks. We transformed how we delivered that, and we done it online, and the staff team and our digital champion volunteers rose to the occasion. Tremendous efforts and tremendous results for members of the community as well. So what we've seen from people who have benefited from our digital support is a real impact made not only with training, employability, life skills. We've also absolutely raised the bar with what we do with our award-winning social isolation and tackling loneliness work. We have won awards for our amazing intergenerational work, and a lot of that we transferred to digital. So we deliver in partnership a weekly Zoom choir, which has been joyful, I'd have to say. And we also adapted some of the work we were doing with, for example, our local nursing home. We have one of our volunteers who would go in weekly and do a letter writing session with their residents. Now we weren't able to do that in the pandemic because of restrictions, but we did do it by Zoom and by connecting family members of the residents that were in the nursing home. All of a sudden we had a very, very connected community. So we deliver much more than we used to do online, and not all of it is the serious stuff, which is good, because I think we're acutely aware of the impact on mental health of the pandemic, and a lot of our social isolation work tackled that pre-pandemic, but digital has helped us raise our game, reach a wider audience, and have more people on our radar, and that's hugely useful when you're trying to do all the things we do.